Well, we are back in the habitat. We are back with the happy hour. We are back. Friday happy hour number 117. Come on. Pew, 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 pew. Insert air horn right here. Because I am. Now I got it. Now I got it. I was a 007 agent there for not having it loaded. But big up to yourself for being here, man. It's been a week. It's been one hell of a week. I yeah, I'm back in the natural habit, well, virtual natural habitat back in Boston. And yeah, it's been crazy. I've been missing doing these streams, even though I've been away, it's been like a little bit difficult, you know, to stream, but it's been a good week. I think there's been some positives this week. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it while we do what we always do on Fridays, which is play a football game. This time around, I think we're gonna play Kahoot. We're gonna go back to the old Kahoot. Yo, I've been missing playing Kahoot as well, so I'm gonna share the screen while we talk about how the week has been. Us fans of Manchester United and fans of football. And before I go any further, I want to big up everybody that is in the chat. Shout out to you. My apologies for being late, by the way. I have a very, very valid excuse, and it's food related. It's food related. Let me change the music. Let me see. What are we feeling? Are we feeling Halloween, Christmas? Miami. Oh, welcome to Miami. This is the vibe they went with. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Big up to Nile in the building. Shout out to Brush, Stephanie. Shout out to Luck in the building. Anybody that's been here, I appreciate you so much. I was getting my food priorities right, by the way. That is why we started late. My apologies. Also, traveling. It took me a while to get here. We're here now. We're here. Kind reminder to join the room by the way. Let me see this movie. I feel like I'm shouting over. Let me do. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Shouldn't be shouting this. It's a Friday. It's a chill vibe. Let's talk about what's been going on. Where are the here we goes, by the way? No Einstein, Bomba, nothing. Let me check. Let me check because when I looked, I was like, where's the Fabrizio here we go? I need some here we goes. It's here we almost go. Well, it's an almost here we go also for Patrick Vieira and Genoa. Fabrizio reported they've reached an agreement for the extension of the contract currently expiring in 2026. Vieira was wanted by 3 Serie A clubs, but he decided to stay at Genoa. Is that a good move for Patrick Vieira? I'm like, bro, loyalty? Nah. What kind of loyalty is this? He's deciding I don't want to go to Serie A, bro. He is actually not thinking long term. Niall, yes, Riley is serving a ban. He's doing time. He's in jail. Shay, I don't know where Shay is. Ever since Arsenal had that troubles, Shay has not been here. But Patrick Vieira refusing to go to Serie A, saying, I'm going to stay with Genoa. Fam, what are you thinking? Are you even thinking? I would have gone to Serie A in a heartbeat. He decides to show some loyalty, but you know what? Hey, man, can't judge a man. Brush says, oh no, why is Riley in jail? Well, Riley, he basically cheated on a quiz and also so he was found guilty, and he was given 3 different types of sentences, and I think he chose that 10 stream ban. Yeah, at first he was going to donate memberships, and then he was like, "I am going to go on a 10 screen ban." And yeah, so Riley, that's where Riley Taylor is. But much love to Riley Taylor. Um, it's no big deal. People do time here. People do serve punishment. One of these days, I know I'm going to serve a punishment for coming late like this. So my apologies. We're working on this habit. We're working on it. So Shay is yawning over Sesko. Yes, Stephanie. Like this is it's an interesting thing to hear that Benjamin Sesko and Arsenal are getting closer and closer. I think Arsenal definitely need a striker. They need to bridge the gap. And if Sesko and Arsenal called, I will jump on that train. I mean, it's a it's a no-brainer. The team, like, think about it from it. You're a young attacker in today's market. You're the center forward, and there's teams calling. Arsenal are the closest to a ready-made team, right? You can go there and be the next level, the next step. So if I was just going to do that, shout out to everybody watching. We got almost 14 people now watching, Stephanie, and only 5 likes. Wow. And 3 people in the game. Big up to NN. Shout out to Transfer Nile. Shout out to Revenge Time Puppy. It's revenge time, I guess. Guys, it's very simple to join the game. If you're wondering what you're looking at a game we're about to play. It's a football game, football quiz. All you have to do is go to kahoots.it and you'll be asked for a pin, and the pin is right there on the screen 609 1393. Easy peasy. Let's test your football knowledge and how it ranks in the community. Today's quiz is going to be fun because it actually has a lot about the season that just passed. So it's one of those, if you're as young as Riley and you're worried that, oh, I don't know all these football history questions, guess what? You don't need to be born 30 years ago. This is a special quiz for you based on the season that just passed. So participate. Let's go. Let's go. Don't hesitate and join in. These now 16 people watching. Big up to you guys. Welcome. And let's jam. The link is in the chat for anybody that wants to join in. But I'm just going through some football updates and football news. We just talked about Patrick Vieira choosing to stay with Genoa and saying no to 3 Serie A clubs. And I said to him, like, bro, you are sleeping on the next step for yourself. But maybe he knows something. Genoa have promised, might have promised him something. I don't know. I just feel like he should be upgrading, but we shall see. And I need to see him back in the Premier League. I was one of those people that was enjoying seeing, a player that looks like my likeness in the Premier League dugout. That's why I'm so interested in this Patrick Vieira career journey. Liverpool are advancing on Florian Wirtz's deal in the next few days. Here we go soon. It's loading. Fabrizio Romano 30 minutes ago with the eye emoji, with the timer on. So Liverpool is making moves. Ancelotti has also joined Brazil, by the way. We all know that, but his son David Ancelotti also has followed suit. When is David Ancelotti going to have his own career? Brother is just following his father's shadow. At some point, if I was his father, I'll be like, leave me alone, man. Go do your own thing. Like, you've been watching me at Real Madrid, how I've been cooking. Like, go to Genoa, right? David Ancelotti, you gotta build your own legacy, friend. He's been under his father's shadow for as long as I can remember. And also at the same time, is this not nepotism? Given a job just because of the father earning a job. That's crazy. That is wild. That is wild. Big up to everybody that's tuning in. Rebel just joined in the building. Shout out to Rebel. Vieira is a bum. And then Chris. Shout out to Ed. Yo, what is going on with your team, Chris? What is going on with Spurs? Wow. Baby just fired Ange Postecoglou. I guess we're not gonna see you season 3 because Postecoglou has said something like, you remember he said, I always win on a trophy on my second season, and then in the celebration for that, trophy that he won for Spurs, he says all the best television series, season 3 is better than season 2, which I think is cap, by the way, but it's crazy to me that your team decided to sack Ange Postecoglou. Meta Football TV. Big up to Brush in the building.
What are you saying, bots? How are you, bro?
Chilling, brother. Chilling. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how Daniel Levy is moving. He said, "You are fired, Postecoglou. This is not the first way. You won us a trophy. We should have bottled it." Right? How do you get fired after winning a trophy? That's crazy.
You think that's why? You think he had issues with Ange not following the history of the Tottenham?
He's like, you're messing up the culture, fam.
That's funny. No, in all seriousness, but I do think it was the right decision, bro. I think they haven't fallen into the trap that we did last summer, where, I think sentiment might have got in the way after the FA Cup win, and you know how it transpired for us. I think it's actually a very smart decision.
Wow. For me, they're gonna miss him. Whoever's coming next is gonna struggle.
Yeah, I think at the moment, I think Thomas Frank is linked quite strongly, isn't he? And
I saw.
He's a manager who's done a very good job at Brentford, so he could probably do with that step up, to be honest. So if they get him, or the one at Bournemouth, I like as well. Iola, is it?
Yes.
Iriola.
Yeah.
So it's a good direction they're moving in. My only concern was if Thomas Frank goes there, I hope he doesn't swoop in for Mbeumo. We need to get that deal done ASAP.
bro, if that Mbeumo, I'm just waiting on the here we go, bro. That's why I was getting a little bit frustrated, being like, where is the Ornstein bomba?
Yeah. The second bid's gone in today, hasn't it? So I suspect over the weekend we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, can you catch somebody up like me? So there was a first bid that was rejected, and then now what's around the range in which like our improvement?
So the one that got rejected was 45 million with 10 million in add-ons, and I think now it's gone up a little bit more. So now it's 50 to 55 with an extra 5 in add-on. So I think the totals will be closer to 60 basically.
Wow.
So it's just the structure of it. So I think we pay more up front, but yeah.
Damn. Crazy. I hope by Monday things is done and dusted, bro. I need us to like be moving quicker, man. We started off the week good though. Like I think when you recap it, Brush, like when you think about it, we had the Bruno clarification. Bruno is staying clarification, right? We had the Cunha situation. More here we go, right? Well, I don't know if it's a here we go, but I think like it's done. We all know that.
Yeah, the Cunha one's done basically. So we're just waiting for the actual transfer to go through. I think which happens July 1st.
July, yeah. That's effectively done.
Yeah, so that one's done.
And then Mbeumo's second bid.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad window when you look at it from Ineos.
Yeah. And then listen, a lot can happen in a week, man. And we're hearing, the rumors are starting to murmur about Gyökeres potentially. So that could be a big one. But I think that might depend on sales as well. So I think first thing now is to get Mbeumo done. And then we'll probably look to shift one or two players. And then if we can, then Gyökeres. And then all of a sudden, we've got a whole new front line. But
yeah, we're doing some kind of charge. I don't know what it is.
Top half charge.
Top 10, upper half of the table charge.
Yeah, you know me, bro. Last season, listen, I was just hoping for a positive goal difference, and I'm
Right.
here hoping for the same thing again. 12 months on.
Yo, yeah. Meta Football TV says Bruno loves Weather better than 200 mil. Crazy. I think he's loyal, fam. He got the loyalty text, and that's what I appreciate about him.
Hey, listen, he's a better man than me, but
Yeah.
I would have been over there, bro.
They don't
I,
take that
I
much.
would have said, listen, send me to Saudi.
Get, get me on the plane quickly.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'll tell my wife what happened afterwards. Yo, all right, we're starting the game in 1 minute. If you are just joining in the stream, kindly go to kahoot.it. You'll be asked for a pin. It's shown right there in the screen at the top and at the bottom as well. You can see it. Yeah, it's what we do on Fridays. We're gonna play a Kahoot quiz, and it should be a fun one. It's not a very long one, and it's a recent memory one too. So shout out to you, ETH, who joined, Aileen, who's in the building, Lucky Waffler, NN, Transfer Nile, Revenge Time, and Ange Fan in the building. So yeah, 30 seconds. We're starting this. Brush, do you have your drink ready?
I do, yes.
Okay. I feel like I should grab my refill right now, and then we start the game. No
Yeah.
rage quitting, says.
And
No,
whilst you get your refill, guys in the chat, please, if you haven't, hit that like button.
come on, man. Especially if you are not playing the game and you're just here for the vibes as well. You're also welcome. You know, there's people that like to just watch. They could be just tuned into the show while they're doing other
Yeah,
things.
I was just chilling in the back, bro. I was just gonna watch, but then I saw it was just you by yourself. I thought, I'll come keep you company for a bit.
Yeah, it's one of those yeah. One of them ones where I'm just like, oh yeah. I'm late. Two, I don't know who's gonna be here. You
We're
know,
used to that now. We know what your timing's like.
I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. So
The show hardly ever starts when it's actually supposed to. But shout out to Niall. Niall is always here on time in the comments.
Niall is always here on
Yep.
time. Niall is never a 007 agent. Come on. These
Mhm.
7 people that have hit the like and 14 people watching. What are the other seven doing? Nah. We're not gonna. What is this? 50% like ratio. The ratio is not ratioing. All right, refill time, and then we start the game. Big up Luen in the building. You can join in, Luen. We've been waiting for you.
Right. Whilst Bots is getting the refill, guys in the chat, what do you think about our window so far? Are you guys excited by what's to come? Have you got any concerns? Are you happy with Bruno staying? Yeah, like I was telling Bots, he's a better man than me. 31 in September, offered life-changing money. Not that he's broke or anything. I'm sure he's a multi-millionaire anyway. But you know, who the hell can say no to 60 odd million a year? Hey. Charming, and then. Are you in the market for a 10th goalkeeper? And then why don't you come take Anana off our hands? How about that? Oh, Jonathan David, yes, sir. Earlier on in the window, I did hear that Napoli were interested in him. He's a free agent, isn't he? So yeah, we'll have to see how that one plays out. The Gyökeres one is interesting, how that's sort of fallen into our lap, because it was said that he would want a Champions League club. But there's not too many people out there at the moment who are after a top-class striker. Arsenal seem to be focused on Benjamin Šeško. Chelsea are always a possibility. And then, what are you lot doing, man? I know you got Liam Delap, but surely that's not the end of your spending. Sterling. No, Sterling's got 2 years left on that deal. On what, 300 grand a weekend? And I'm good on that, bro. We've got enough deadwood of our own to get rid of. And talking of, I don't know where the hell we send Jadon Sancho now. I reckon there's 2 ways that's going to play out. Either we have to just loan him out for the last year of his contract and, take a loss and have part of his wages covered, or pay him off to go permanently. So that 5 million we got off you guys, we might have to give that to Jadon as a settlement. But even then, I don't know where he goes, to be honest. Maybe back to Germany. I was hoping maybe Leverkusen, but then they went and got Ten Hag as manager. And I don't think those two are on the best of terms. But talking of Leverkusen, though, I'm also hoping that Anthony could potentially be a target for them. That's ETH's son. And they're going to be cash rich after the Florian Wirtz deal. Yeah, I can't even argue with you there. And then the track record for United ruining careers is not nice. Everyone that's gone off on loan as well seems to be doing really well. So, just goes to show it's quite toxic at Old Trafford.
Calm down, Brush. Why are you making so much noise?
Had to keep the people entertained, innit? You just pissed off. I was starting to wonder if you'd gone to make the drink or if you'd just gone to drink.
No, I forgot about this. I forgot about the food. That was ready before the stream started. And then we got into that.
Yeah, no, because everyone's finally in the game and then you just went away for 5 minutes. I thought, I might as well just yap up.
Whoop. Okay, all right. What are we doing? Let's see. Oh, big up to everybody that's here still. Whew. Let's start the game. What are we talking about in the chat? Oh my god. Another career ruined by United. Free Sancholini. And then you're a menace. All right, let's start the game. You're in, right? You're in, Brush. You're in the game.
No, I'm not in the game.
Join the damn game. What are you doing?
I'm chilling, man. There's enough people now. There's no need for me to join.
Come on, Brush. Join the damn game.
Nah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
What? Come on. You don't trust your.
It's all good. It's all good. No, it's just that I have to move in it to join this game because I'm on my phone. There's just a lot of multitasking involved for me to log in.
Okay, all right. You sound like okay, all right. Here we go. Anybody that wants to join in after we've started, feel free to do so. It's very easy. You go to kahoot.it. You'll be asked for a pin. The pin is right there at the bottom of the screen on the ticker. So yeah. And just like that, happy hour number 117. Here we go. May the best player win. Big up to Evo. Shout out to No Neck. That's all. Oh, and then these NN and No Neck. And No Neck also has a Korean flag. Oh my god. All right. Let's go. The first 2 questions are practice questions. So big up yourself. Don't worry about look at that typo already. Oh my god, this is not a good start. Uh-oh.
I'm guessing you are the one that put this quiz together. Yes,
I'm the one that put it together. So yeah. All right. Oh, we got. Let's see the answers. Sad. Oh no, sorry. Somebody's feeling sad. Very
quiz rigged.
Ecstatic and quiz rigged in Cameroon. Super happy and happy. You know what? It's okay to feel sad. Whoever's feeling sad, don't worry. Be happy. Just vibe with us. Get your drink and vibe, and hopefully you'll be feeling much better at the end of this. Oh, Meta Football TV says he's the one who put said. Wow. There's no points. There's no points for this one. It's just so that we just get used to the.
Ah, not to worry. Maybe by the end of the quiz you'll be happy.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, but allow yourself to feel sad as well. That is acceptable. All right. Now, second question: pick the player Man United should sign next. In your opinion, is it Jokeres, Osimhen, Ekitike, or Shesko?
It's got to be one of the victors.
And one of the victors, right? We should have put Victor Boniface in there, right? Yep. A lot of people are feeling like Jokeres, and some people are feeling like Shesko and Ekitike. Interesting. Ooh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think those two, the two victors, are the most established in by way of goal scoring.
Mm-hmm. 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 Do you have a preference? Which one? You were not here for the Osimhen versus Jokeres.
No, I don't really mind, to be honest. Obviously, with Gyökeres, the advantage is the manager knows him, so
Hmm.
that's his guy. So it's been a hot mess for us since November, as you know, bro.
But
So
but
you would
gun.
think if Gyökeres comes in, that would help with the system and everything, and it would be a bit
Okay.
easier to adjust.
But
Osimhen is a good player as well, so I would not mind if the opportunity arose to
gun
get
to
him.
your head. Finances is not a problem. You gotta pick one: Osimhen
Yeah.
or Jokeres.
Uh, if there was no other problems, I'd probably go Osimhen. But yeah, as things stand, the Gyökeres makes sense.
Okay. All right. And then we can get Victor Valdez while we had it to replace Onan and Stephanie. You funny. It'll be a team of
Oh, Steph.
players. That's
Do you,
how
re-
you
do you remember,
Korea,
Steph? Do you remember when Victor Valdez was just on our bench? We
right?
just had him sitting there. Like
Just
right now, he would be a starter.
Romero on the bench, Victor Valdez.
Yeah, yeah. So many. Bloody Dean Henderson would be our number one right
We've been blessed, bro.
now.
That's why I was struggling now. All right. Valdez was amazing until he got injured, says Chris, who also has the Barcelona appreciation for Valdez as well,
Mm.
Um, all right, all right. Let's get to the game. Let's get to the game. The next question will obviously count for points. So 18 watching, and people haven't hit the like button yet. Now we've got 21 people watching. Guys, participate in the game. Let's go. All right. Which club scored the first goal of the 24-25 season? Arsenal, Liverpool, Brighton, or Man United? As a reminder, all the questions on today's quiz are based on the season that just finished, 24-25 season. So let's see how much of it do you remember. Can you? Wow. Okay. Man United and Joshua Xerxes scored that goal. I don't know who thought Liverpool, but you know what?
What was it? The Fulham match, was it?
Yes, Man United
Ah.
Fulham. Joshua Xerxes. Yeah.
And even that goal, but do you remember? I thought him and McTominay were going to get in each other's way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was somewhat fortunate.
I think it might have been a Garnacho cross as well, and it was not a
Mm.
very easy cross, you know. And then we thought, oh my God, he's gonna get double digits. At least
Mm.
I thought it. Like first goal, first game. Come on, man. Not knowing what kind of season lies ahead.
Yeah,
Just
I think I was concerned after seeing him against Southampton. There was one or two misses in that game. I was like, oh
mm-hmm,
boy, it's going to be
mm-hmm,
a long season.
mm-hmm. All right. And then the criminal is on top. Alien second. Dr. Crash out third, third, sorry, Dr. Crash out fourth, revenge time fifth. Let's see how this shakes up after this question. Who scored the first goal of Slot's reign at Liverpool with a 2-0 win at Ipswich? This person scored 6 goals in the Premier League for Liverpool. You gotta answer quickly, by the way. Hmm.
I see you're learning bots. I like the fact that you helped out a little bit at the end there with your
Hmm.
brackets,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
otherwise that would have been a mad question.
Yeah. 6 goals too many, me thinks.
Mhm.
That isn't is did he flop or what? What happened with Jota? Liverpool spoiled him, and then is out here saying we ruined players. Liverpool also ruins players. Look at
He's had injury issues as well, hasn't he? So yeah, it's not gone well for him.
yeah, it's
I remember
interesting.
there was a lot of hype when he first went there, and they were
I
raving
mean,
about him,
deserved high
pressing machine and all of that. Yeah, yeah.
because he came from Wolves, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Now says I thought it was Gakpo. Injuries matter except for Spurs, right? Chris, calma. Okay, let's see next how the league table looks. NN is still in the top five. Dr. Crash Out climbs up, and Aileen goes to first position. Big up to Aileen, by the way. Um, all right. Let's see the next question of the game for double the points. Who was the first manager to leave a club in October? This one is double the points, so be careful. First manager to be fired. The answer is Eric Ten Hag.
Seems
Damn,
like a long time ago now.
right? Who would have predicted that he was going to
Mm-hmm.
be the first one?
Especially after backing him in the summer as well with the
Mm-hmm.
window.
Mm-hmm. Football is so weird, and especially
Yeah.
that we had won the FA Cup.
Hmm. Yeah, but this is why I don't think it's so mad what Spurs have done. I think it's probably the right call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now says I was 50-50 with him, ended up with Turkey and pressed the wrong one. Oh, tough one. That means Nal is gonna drop. Um Stephanie's saying, oh, I still talk about him. Stephanie and Kenny have come up with this rhetoric of expected Eric Ten Hag. I've moved on. Okay. Ooh, Eric Ten Hag drops out of the top five, ironically. And then Aileen also drops to fourth, and Doctor is number one. All right. Let's see Wagwan in the next question. Who became the first Nottingham Forest player to win EA Sports Player of the Month award, doing so in October? Hey, big up Meta Football TV in the building. Who was this player for Nottingham Forest?
Hello.
Shout out, brother. How are you doing, Chris? You came in when the answer was Chris Wood, and I was like, so shout out to you. Shout out to you for joining us, bro. Yeah,
Hope you're well.
and men like Manj as well. Big up yourself. Happy Friday. All right, here we go. Next question. Doctor is at the top. No Neck is second. NN is still in top five. Watch NN crash out. What was significant about Arsenal's 5-2 win at West Ham in November? Was it because all the goals were scored in the first half, or there wasn't a single booking, or all the goals were scored in the second half, or 3 players scored own goals? What was significant about that?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I did.
Yes. You gotta answer. By the way, there's some people that didn't answer. They just didn't pick an answer. All the goals were scored in the first half. I think we were doing the watch along for that game, and I was like, oh, what's the scoreline gonna be in the second half? And then
That's an insane amount of goals.
right, 5, that was crazy. All right. Let's see how the league table looks. Revenge Time jumps to second. and no changes in the top 5. All right, next question. Justin Kluivert became the first player in the Premier League history to score a hat trick of penalties in a single match against who? Was it Southampton, Leicester, West Ham, or Wolves?
Yes.
How do you know you're right?
I don't know yet. I'm just hoping. Shit.
The answer is Wolves. Yeah, Stephanie got it right.
I got it right, but I just clicked on the wrong one.
I hear you. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
What are you eating?
Some rice with beef ribs, and plantain.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
You treat yourself like a king.
Right. I was like, it's a Friday, man. I have to reward myself. Okay.
Good.
NN jumps to second. Interesting. NN is holding
awful.
What number are you, Chris?
Me, I'm not. I haven't got a number.
You're mid-table.
I'm so far down.
You're mid-table.
There's 20 of us playing. There's 20 of us playing. I think I must be 57th or something.
Oh, that is funny.
I'm 8th. I'm 8th.
Okay, all right. Big up to Doctor in the building, by the way, who's just joining in from outside. Shout out to you, Doctor. Hope you're enjoying yourself outside. Okay, all right. Here we go. Let's go to the next question. See if NN can stay in the top 5 for double the points. What was unique about Brentford's 5-3 victory over Wolves in October? We're doing some unique questions, Was it the first time 6 goals were scored inside 15 minutes? Was it the first match where 8 different nationalities scored goals? Or was it Brentford? The answer is right there, by the way. First match where players of 8 different nationalities scored goals.
How's that possible? We're all English in England.
No English that in England in that game,
Minority. English and minority now.
The immigrants got the job done. That should have been the option on the question.
You should have had a bonus round, Bots, where you put it out there. How many of the nationalities can you name?
No, that would be really crazy, Shout out to Kundinho, by the way. Hey, Red Devil United, big up yourself. Hope that you're well. Stephanie says, I got naked reading the potential answers.
Brexit means Brexit.
All right. Liverpool were crowned champions for the second time. How many points did they win the league by? Was it 10? Was it 7? Was it 16 or 13?
Yes. I know this one.
Hey, the answer is 10. That is true.
I got it.
Yeah. It's one of those ones. I feel like there was not enough competition. Arsenal let us down. In terms of like making it a very entertaining thing. I think the only thing that was entertaining at the end of the season was who's going to finish in top 4, top 5, and the relegation fight also was not that entertaining.
We knew for a while who was going down, didn't we? I think the top 4 fight was interesting because it went right down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Very unfortunate for Nottingham Forest.
Well, they didn't hang on there, did they? They just went.
No, and they just missed out, I think, on all the Europe. Yeah, I think by a point. I think.
That's brutal.
Yeah, I don't know.
After all the momentum they had early on in the season, so it's really a testament. You gotta peak at the right time in terms of momentum. If you do it too early, sometimes you'll run out of steam. The team that's also like disappointing me is Brighton. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're really bad. It's so weird how it goes.
The most consistent team was Spurs. We lost everything. So,
but won a trophy. So you guys had a better season.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next. Let's look at the league table. And then jumps to second. Big up. Revenge Time is at the top. And Dr. Crash Out is third. Let's go to the next question. Raya and Cells shed the golden glove, but who came third with 12 clean sheets?
Easy. For the people that know.
Okay. If you know the answer, it's easy. If you don't know,
that's what I'm saying. It's easy for the people that know. I didn't get it. God, jeez. Bad day to play, man. Bad day.
The answer is Jordan Pickford. Big up M, by the way. Thank you for joining us. Is this Manj?
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties right now. Sorry.
All good. All good.
Big up, everyone.
Big up, Ronald.
Hey.
Yo,
Ronald.
big up to you.
Big up, guys.
Brush. Who else is there?
We got Meta Football TV.
Yeah. And
Meta.
Manj.
Yeah. Brush me off to one side, yeah.
No, I didn't brush you off to one side, bro. I just forgot the name.
It's been a while.
My broski's here. But
it's been a while.
Spots, why do you think Ange has been sacked?
Chris can tell us. He's the Spurs fan here.
Oh yeah, Chris. Now I remember his name. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
You think
I don't know. They say it's that we couldn't compete in multiple competitions, so lack of consistency. I expect, but what can you do? Personally,
I think somebody in the chat just put it simply, Chris, saying 22 defeats in the Premier League.
Yeah, but that's lack of context. You got to contextualize the things. It's not a number is a number.
Wrong. You all are looking at it wrong. And potentially asked Levy for players, and man don't want to spend. He doesn't want to spend. How much of the Kane money have you really spent? Think about it.
Oh, we'll get to this after the quiz. Let's finish it because Edit's up, and let's see.
I want Chris to win though.
Boss, could you highlight Steph's message?
Which team only conceded 34 goals, registering the league's best defensive record for a second season running?
So I died about 15 times a day. That's hilarious.
Wasn't Spurs.
Not United.
Nah.
Somebody check on Omer, man. Angie's gone from Spurs. Somebody check on him.
Oh, I think it's Arsenal, no?
The answer is Arsenal.
This is not a good season for Omo. As a stepdad, he failed to find his stepson a new club, and his master is also getting sacked. Omo's in the mud. This season ain't good for him.
It's muddy. Yeah, it's tough. Manj has lost his aunt. Just like Spurs has lost that is funny, Stephanie.
Good one, Steph.
Okay, let's see. Next question.
I think this was a setup from Manj.
For double the points, Mbeumo and Wisa scored blank Premier League goals between them for Brentford, both finishing amongst the league's top 6. So, how many goals did they score together? Can you take a guess?
Yeah.
Mbeumo and Wisa together.
Man,
yeah.
Come on. Rigged game, man.
The answer is right there for you. You can see that 39 goals. And how many did Man United score? 44. My Lord. Just the two of them nearly scored more goals than Man United, which is crazy. Okay, let's look at the league table. Aileen jumps to third. Man, that's the competition here. And then looks like he's running away with it, though. Well, can he keep up? Next question. Salah matched the all-time record for GA in a single season with how many combined goals and assists? All the GA talkers, GA merchants, you got to know this one. The answer is 47. 47 GA, which is crazy. Stephanie also got it right. Big up Stephanie and the other 4 people that got it right as well.
It could have been more as well. He kind of went on holiday towards the end of the season.
Right? Yeah. He slowed down for real. Nile is back in the chat room. Let's see if we can stay in the chat room. Mo Salah registered the most Premier League assists with 18, but who was second with 12? Matty Cash, Elanga, Bruno, or Jacob Murphy?
Fernandes.
Anthony Elanga.
Fernandes. Bro, we talking assist. Get out of here. No one can touch my boy.
Yeah.
El Capitan.
El Capitan Murphy is the one with second with the 12. Nice try, Stephanie. Not Bruno.
I know.
That's how you know Stephanie's not using ChatGPT. So big up
because it said Premier League. So
yeah.
There's only one person who uses ChatGPT in the community, and he exploits it.
Yeah. Revenge time. Puppy jumps to closes the gap a little bit, but no changes in position. Last 4 questions for double the points. Which of these players did not score a Premier League hat trick this season? Did not score a hat trick. Kevin, Matthias,
Dango Otara.
or Erling.
Otara.
Yeah, I think it may be Otara. You're right. That name is not one you associate with.
I mean, have you heard of it at all?
Nope. When the answer is Cunha.
Yeah, he was saving it for Manchester United, So
It's
this season. He's loading it this season.
Hat tricks for the real when it really matters. I see how.
Yeah.
I like. Okay. Oh, Aileen is third. Can somebody catch up to Revenge Time, Puppy or NN? Let's see. 3 questions remaining. Edison set a record for the most assists by a goalkeeper in a single Premier League season with how many? Not Onana, but Edison.
Where's the doctor when you need her?
Wait, I think it's 8. No, I think
The
it's
outside.
8. I think it's 8 because I made a joke about. Yeah, I think it's 8. It is either between 8 or 6. Wait, 4. Oh, okay.
It is 4.
I thought it was 8.
No.
Check the table. Check the table. Check the table.
Let's check the table.
I think it says Premier League, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's the Premier League season. That's what it says. Oh, Chris is back in the building. All right,
Chris, you can finish second, bro. Come on, you got this.
All right.
I want to finish first.
Damn.
You want to finish where?
I want my trophy.
Milner
that's
made
not
4
happening.
appearances for Brighton, meaning he has now played in how many Premier League seasons? Is it 23, 11, 17, or 29?
I think he's less than Giggs, I guess.
My trophy's on the way.
Oh, Chris is on fire. 23 Premier League seasons. What an achievement, though.
Started out at Leeds at 16, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, he surpassed Giggs because Giggs was at what 22, I guess.
No, I think more. Because
No,
Giggs started when he was 16 and up until he was 40, wasn't he, or something like that?
No, but he played 22 seasons for United. 'Cause-
Or is that so?
yeah,
Mhm.
from what I know.
How many seasons did
I could
he
be wrong.
play with his sister-in-law?
6.5.
If
6.5.
it wasn't the
Yeah.
happy hour, I would have sin binned you. Okay, here we go. Let's see how the league table looks. Oh, Aileen is making a comeback as well. You know, you can catch revenge time, puppy, if you set your mind to it.
Well. Now
One
says it's
team.
actually 29, so I don't know.
One team scored 7 goals in one match this season. Which club was it? Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, or Liverpool?
Why does it say Aston Villa B?
It's the youth team. It's the youth team.
It's a typo. Nottingham Forest is the answer. They scored 7 goals in one match. That's why it's so
Because
disappointing.
again,
So you got
Was it
Nottingham
against-
Forest right, but you messed up Aston Villa.
Right? It's because it was the wrong answer.
So you did not care.
Right? Of course. Yes, Nile, it's Forest.
Now, why are you not looking at Niall's previous comment?
Because Nile is trolling. The answer is 23. Yeah. No, Nile is
Could be wrong.
No, Nile is trolling. Oh, Aileen jumps to second. Nile is now on 5th place. Here we go. It's going to be an interesting finish. Let's see for the final question of the quiz. Who scored the final goal of the Premier League season, netting in the 93rd minute? Final goal of the season. Was it Gomez, Bowen, Colwell, or Bowen? All those names rhyme, you know. That's crazy. Hey, Diego Gomez is the answer. So
who's he?
You don't know Diego Gomez?
Who's Diego Gomez? Who's he play for?
Like Fulham. No, is it? Oh, wait, let's see. Diego.
Bots, and also, why have you got Jared Bowen twice?
Yeah, trick question, man.
You know, it was trying to trick you. He plays for Brighton, Diego Gomez.
Oh, the South American guy.
Yeah.
That was against Spurs, then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Adam Stanley values Gomez. All right. Here we go. Let's see who won the Kahoot quiz number 117. Number 3 goes to Aileen. Oh, revenge time, Poppy. And Aileen goes second. Shout out to Aileen. Nice comeback at the end. And obviously, respect goes to men like NN getting first place. Shout out to NN. Ange, number 4, and then Nile on 5th. So big up Chris and big up Nile for finding.
That gets you Champions League. That's Champions League qualification, but I get the sack anyway.
Football, bro. Champions League football is what you are definitely getting. And then it's like, you mugs. Oh, revenge time was Riley. Interesting. Congratulations, Riley. Top 3 and all that. Nice. Yeah, how many streams left? I think you're on what? 7 streams left. So big up yourselves, Riley. And,
Wait, is he on a ban?
Yeah, he's doing time.
Flipping heck. How long was the ban, Bots? He's got 7 left
streams,
to go. 20. Wow.
Wait, is it 20 normal streams or 20?
It was 10
Friday
plus 10 in add-ons, isn't it? Because he thought he couldn't break the rules when he was on a ban.
Exactly. He broke the rules while he was on a ban.
Seriously,
No,
you
I'm
got
asking
banned.
like, is
I-
it? I'm asking, is it 20 normal streams or 20 football, power hour of Friday fun, basically?
No, it's just any normal stream. No, 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 no.
Because if it's 20 Friday hours, then we see him next season, no?
No, yeah, no, no, no.
Yeah, dude.
It's just happy hour. Come on, now we appreciate Riley still, but so big up yourself, Riley.
Then
Yeah.
why punish him if you appreciate him, huh?
No, we appreciate him, and everybody does time. Like I did a forfeit. Riri has done one. Young Papi and Doctor are next. So, this
I'm unbannable, by the way.
Pavi is gonna get his time, I'm sure.
But ask Brush, how many cases have I busted up for KG's channel? More than any
Yeah.
man out of his whole subscriber count.
There's no point trying to put you in prison.
he
More prison breaks than Schofield.
Pavi's got good lawyers or something. Is that what it is?
Presidential pardons on deck, mate.
Well, you know how our community moves, but they're all crackheads. So anytime it goes to a vote, he gets freed.
Wow.
And that's just me. Majority of the others they get charged, mate.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. But good week for Man United, though. Transfers. I think we're moving somewhere, right?
Yeah, we're definitely moving, man. There's a lot of work to be done. Obviously, exciting times with the links to players we're actually getting in, but I'm really curious to start shipping off some of these Deadwood players, man.
If money wasn't an issue, who would you sign? I want to go around the panel and ask. I'm just curious who the dream signing is.
Well, is it? Are you asking us for one player or multiple players?
One player. Who's the one? Yeah, one player where money is not an issue.
I would sign Valverde.
Ooh,
Who?
Valverde.
Federico Valverde, Real Madrid.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, Chris is Barcelona. He knows very well about Valverde.
Yeah.
Because
I know
that's
that
the
as
kind
well.
of profile I feel we need.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting Valverde, but nice left field answer.
It's good for Man United because then you can get Cruz out of retirement and Modric, and you can sort that midfield that's like 600 years old for Man United. Valverde, Casemiro, Kroos, Modric.
If an
You give them the
opportunity
Zimmer
comes,
frame, they'd be hobbling
your
around
club will
Old
still
Trafford.
take Messi back, and they will
Who?
not sell grass.
Did you just say Barcelona would take Messi back?
Yeah, they will.
No.
What do you think?
Watch
No
them.
chance.
Watch them if the opportunity ever comes.
Oh, I
across.
think they're more focused on Project Lamine Yamal right now, bro. That's
No
more,
way.
right? I don't know. And what wages? Like on reduced wages or something? I don't know. I don't even understand this world where Messi would end up going back to Barca.
No, the way that Barca played with Flick, there's no way that Messi can. You know what I mean? Well, he's 39 years old. There's no way. Well, he's going to
No,
be.
he's
Yeah,
not 39.
he's
I
going to
think
be
he's
39 this
36.
month. No, he's not. He was born in '86.
38, born in '87.
Yeah, he's going to be 39
He's
this
37.
24th of June.
No, he's going to be 38.
How's he going to be 38 if he was born in 1986?
He was born in
You know,
87.
you know we can just solve this by
Was he
just
born
going
in
on Google,
87?
getting his accurate age.
Yeah. He was.
I
he
mean,
was
this
born in
a simple
87.
Google search stops.
You know
all
what I
this.
mean? We're about to have a half-hour discussion on someone's age.
No, 87. Sorry, yeah, he's going to be 38. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
one
go-
of you
can
off.
we-
but-
Can we go back to box discussion? Boss, did you answer?
No, I didn't answer that. I mean, yeah, this is a difficult one just because what said one signing, and our squad is a hot mess in it, really. So we could all name a class player in almost any position that would improve us. But I'll give a shout out to Hakimi. Hakimi would be great. We play with wing backs
Gosh,
now.
I was literally about to see him.
It's not hard though, Pam. There's players you can have, man. That would improve us.
Oh,
Valverde was quality as well. I mean, listen, you still got Barella up for grabs. Choose any goalkeeper you like.
Damn. Yeah, right. Hakimi would be so good for Ruben. So
You know,
yeah. Go ahead.
I think Man U need a goalkeeper. I think, you know, you've got decent players all around, but I think the goalkeeper, with so many blunders that he's committed, and I don't follow Man United, you know, on a daily basis, but you can see when they play the errors that he's made that have been sometimes very, very detrimental in certain moments. I think you need a keeper that you know, a more solvent, consistent keeper. You know, that's my opinion for Man United, at least.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't even need a world beater, just somebody competent.
Even
Well-
Cells would have been good. You know, like
You need you need someone that can stop a ball.
Martinez, Emi Martinez from Aston Villa. He would improve us massively. He has his howler moments for sure, but like, you know, he's got the character. He doesn't let the occasion take over usually. You know, of course, he had kind of a weird performance in the Champions League game. I can't remember if what happened, but I just remember something weird happening with him. I don't know. Was he sent off? I don't know. There was something crazy that was just like a freak thing, but he is somebody that would actually add to us and just like help us not bottle games that we're winning, you know, with a silly mistake and give the defense confidence, you know.
Who's Man United's goalkeeping coach? Does anyone know?
One of Ruben's guys, I forgot his name, but he came with Ruben Amorim. Yeah. So
because you'd think that with the change of manager, if you brought a goalkeeping coach in, the confidence and the philosophy would change, and that would probably give him some kind of something to look forward to, something to prove himself, you know, and learn something different depending on how the team plays. Because obviously you're going from Ten Hag to you know to Amorim, different way of playing, you know, three at the back, etc. Give him different parameters to work off and to, you know, to understand. Okay, you need time, that's fine, but he's still making silly mistakes that are very costly.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? That's why I'm asking.
The trouble is, even with a goalkeeping coach, you need good goalkeeping fundamentals. Anana, unfortunately, doesn't have that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he didn't have. He was okay a few seasons ago. I mean, where was he? He was at Inter. He was at Ajax before then. I think he left the Barcelona academy to go to Holland. I think that was the case. And he didn't. He was actually on the radar for Barca again about 3 or 4 seasons ago or something. You know, time escapes me, and I just don't think that. I mean, he does. You know, one good save and 10 bad saves. It's just lack of consistency, and I don't know what's wrong with that keeper. You know, but I think you'd be well getting a keeper in. You know. And as someone said, I apologize, I don't know who it was, but someone did say, just, you know, doesn't have to be a world beater. You just have to be consistent. You have to be a good goalkeeper that understands how the team plays and save the goddamn balls. You know, that's all you got to do.
Mm-hmm. All the other stuff is extra. The passing, whatever, that's like assists. We're not even dreaming that much of an Edison right now. We just need somebody to keep the ball out the net.
Yeah,
you know?
That's basically what the goalkeeper has to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like a tall order, you know. Big up to Nero with this question saying, I saw Botswana biltong in a store on Tuesday. What's that about? You should try it, bro. It's dried meat. It's dried beef. That is really, really good. And usually you should get the spicy kind if there's that
It's
option.
beef jerky, no?
Yeah, it's our version of beef jerky.
I've tried beef jerky before. I don't understand what's fascinating about it. It's very hard and dry, bro.
It's an elite snack, though, Pav.
No, Pav, but American beef jerky is not. I've yet to taste like one that's good. You know, if you have
Really, I assumed that was the home of beef jerky, though.
bro, nah, man. It's because I've been spoiled with biltong, and maybe it's because the quality of the beef in
Yeah, but
Botswana.
that's the brand that I had, the Biltong one. I got it off of I bought it off of Amazon, I think.
Okay, and you
It
didn't
just
like
tasted
it?
like nah, I just didn't understand what's so fascinating about that thing.
Yeah, I see. I don't know who was the Amazon provider, who hooked you up on Amazon, but I recommend like there is like if you go to like say maybe like stores that import, but it's always very difficult because like this thing is I don't think it's that legal to be importing some beef into like the US, for example, you know. But and I'm sure other borders have rules about that. But anyway, like Botswana beef biltong is top quality. If you in South Africa, you'll also get it as well, and it's good.
Which one's the best? Because I'm seeing that there are various ones here. You got fennel and honey. You got chili sticks. What one? Garlic.
Get the
Peri
chili,
peri.
get the peri peri one. Peri peri is the best. Peri peri is the best. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. Benidra is asking, is it the quality of the beef or the quality of the seasoning? I say the beef, bro, because like the Botswana beef, sometimes you don't even need to season it that much. Just throw some salt, and you'll be amazed at how good it is. You know, yeah, yeah. Wait, did Pav give his answer about the player he would sign?
I was gonna say Hakimi, but I'm gonna go with Musiala.
Ooh, that was mine. That was my answer. Ah, shit. Okay. What about you, Chris? Do you have a player for Spurs that you watch? Yeah.
I mean, there's loads, isn't there? I mean, Vitinha is a pretty decent player, isn't he? In midfield for PSG. And I think we need defense. You know, we need a defensive-minded midfielder or someone that can read the game at least. But now with Ange gone, you know, I could play there, you know, because we haven't got a manager yet. You know, so I could fill in. But I don't know. I mean, I like Vitinha. I think Vitinha is very, very good. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd stick with Vitinha. I think he's cool.
Vitinha is good. I don't know. Now that Musiala is taken, I literally was just thinking, this is like he would be so marvelous for us, you know. But I guess also another midfielder that I would go for is very unpopular choice, De Jong.
De Jong, yeah.
Frankie De Jong, you know.
Listen, he hasn't been bad. He hasn't been bad for Barca in the second half of the season, you know.
Yeah.
And with all the problems he's had, and all the criticism, and all, you know, public announcement, etc., and you know, he wouldn't be a bad player. I think that I'd see him more under Ten Hag than with Amorim, but I think that Amorim could get a tune out of him as well, you know, because he's not a bad player. He's just had bad injury and bad social, you know. He's been in the spotlight for the wrong reasons, but he hasn't had a bad season.
You know, it's because he wouldn't defer his wages. That's why, or he wouldn't. He wouldn't forfeit. No, that's what I mean. It's because he wouldn't forfeit his wages after he deferred them. When the club were obviously selling their soul, but it's because like the Barca press made him out to be bad. But
they owed him so much money, man. I wouldn't have walked away from that either.
Nah. And the thing is, they wanted him to like defer it because obviously when we were close to signing him, and they accepted our bid, if he joined us, he wouldn't have got the money back. He would have forfeited all his wages. So that's probably one of the reasons why we didn't end up getting him.
And it was like tens of millions as well. It wasn't just a little.
It was like 30, it was like nearly 30, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was insane.
Apparently, it's 39 million euros. That's
insane
gross.
amount of money to walk away from.
You know. So, but he denies that. He says that he's nowhere near it. In the public statement that he gave, like a little interview in the stadium. or wherever it was. He denies it, nowhere near it. Blah blah blah. Well, I don't know if it's true. I don't know whether I don't know what people's bank's account looks like, but he's on a hell of a lot of money. And since Dembele left, he's I think he must be the highest earner at Barcelona. The second to and Lewandowski would be second. So he's on a ton of money. But,
yeah,
problems, man, problems. Sort them out. They get paid to sort out problems.
And then
but he would be a good player for Man United, I think.
Yeah. Another one that I would be kind of like interested by, but like obviously we got Ugarte instead. João Neves would have been really nice for us. I think I'm just thinking about somebody that would really do well with Bruno Fernandes, and and João Neves is good as well. There's this the Spanish guy as well that what's his name? That subbed Rodri in the Euro final.
Fabian Ruiz?
Ruiz, Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian Ruiz, yeah.
He does the work, He's just, people don't, it's because he doesn't necessarily look like, he specializes in this, but he just does the work, bro. He's a solid player. Very, very solid player. But well. So wait, Chris, did you said your player for Spurs? Who was it again?
Vitinha,
you said. Yeah. Interesting. We'll see anyway how that gets solved. Which player is gonna be joining United next? I really hope Gyökeres is the one. But let's see if there's been an Ornstein bomb or anything like that. So I'll just post the Koglu tweets.
You'd have to check Romano bots. That guy doesn't sleep, bro.
Yeah,
Sometimes there's 3 a.m. updates from him.
Right. Let's see what Romano is cooking.
But he probably has people tweet that for him, or he has it on a timer sort of thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Because he has people work. He's obviously got a team in it, so they're
around the clock,
stuff
bro.
out on his account, and or he's got stuff saved and they're putting it out at certain times. So he's got non-stop traction.
Yep.
Rasmus has been pursued by Inter still. He remains high on Inter.
You know what I don't understand about that one, but I mean, they're getting a new manager in, so they're not even going to ask him if he wants.
And like, who made this? Oh Lord, not the Timberland boots, but yeah, it's a little bit weird that Inter Milan are seriously looking at him, but maybe they'll revive his dying career because it's not looking good right now, I also don't believe that they are actually really it's actual interest. It's just, this feels like a generated story, they're trying to get some.
Yeah.
How do you gain some buzz for Højlund? Yeah, his agent, you just go say Inter is looking, man. Say something, because I doubt that any recruitment team is looking at him saying we need that. We need him. More updates about Arsenal to Šeško to Arsenal. Former Bayer Leverkusen director has been appointed as new Fenerbahce sporting director. Some behind the scenes movement there. And Galatasaray have sent contract proposals to both Leroy Sané and Osimhen.
But Osimhen's going to Al Hilal, isn't he? That's what I saw. That Osimhen has agreed a deal to Al Hilal to play for Inzaghi.
Osimhen has still not accepted Al Hilal proposal.
Oh,
This was
okay.
a few hours ago. Yeah, could have changed. This was 9 hours ago.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, Al Hilal have improved their proposal to Victor Osimhen and Napoli to try to match an agreement soon.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll be looking to see because, maybe if I was Osimhen, that's wild though that you're choosing to go to
I'd sign Osimhen for Spurs, for example. He's a goal machine. He's brilliant.
He's a goal machine. He needs to just stay in top flight football right now. Like, why is he considering that? Because he can still do 1 or 2 seasons after you do like your stint in the Premier League. It's crazy.
That is very true. But to play devil's advocate, all it takes is one injury, and your career could be over.
True.
No, but he also could be thinking that if he goes to Al Hilal, he doesn't have to play a lot. He's seen what Neymar's done. So, rehab basically, and getting paid for rehab. Is there a better deal than that? No.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he's not even 27. I mean, I'm looking here. He's born in 98, December. He's just turned 27. Well, no, he's going to be 27 this year. And he's going to go off to Saudi for, a bucket load of cash. Well, okay. Good luck to you, mate. But that's not top flight, is it? At 27, I mean...
It's priorities at the end of the day.
Well, there you go. If you prioritize money over football...
So would we if we're in his position. That's all I'm going to say.
Hell yes. Listen, 25 to 30 million a year. Forget football.
Yeah, it's true. But that's the thing. Exactly right. If you're saying that money over football, then yeah, good. That's what.
But it's like that for all the players at our clubs anyway. They're all on money that they don't need to be on. You don't need to be earning all that money. Like you're all doing it because you'll move to a bigger club end of the day for more money in it. Like obviously Saudi's way more money, but
it is true. Yeah. But then remember, I don't know if people remember or not. I'm sure they do. But you'd go to the MLS years ago, or you'd go to, some exotic league to get all the money. Like China used to be China a few years ago. Everyone was in China.
Yeah.
At the end of your career, so you can get a big cash payout apart from all the millions that you've already earned anyway, and you do that at the end of your career. Like Celta Vigo. Wonder kid Gabriel Vega 2 years ago, he went to Saudi. He got a huge cash payout. Now he's signed for Porto, and he's 23 years old. I mean, it's the wrong way around now. Kids are going to Saudi to get the money and then come back to Europe. It'll
be interesting to keep an eye on John Duran, see how long he's out there.
John Duran did it as well. Stupid. I mean,
I wouldn't call it stupid. It's just securing your future, isn't it?
Man, but come on, if you're on 5 million a year, right? You don't need 30 million a year. You don't need it.
I mean, who doesn't need 30 million
if you're a young
year?
20-year-old.
I mean, unless you want to help out the extended family.
Listen, 30 million can help out a lot of people.
I mean,
all I'm going to say is if someone offered bots a meal today to dump this channel and go take a meal and never to come back on YouTube, he's telling us to all F off and he's taking that meal.
Bruh,
he's in the stream now, mate. That's why he's done.
Ain't that right, bro?
The eyes light up when you see the bag,
Nah.
He's like, where's in the stream? I'm gone.
Big up, Doctor, by the way. We're here. Just pull up if you're available. If you're able, we never know how long the stream will last. But shout out to NN, by the way, as well. Big up. Yeah, man, like Chelsea. So like I'll pose you the question that I posed to everybody else. What is the one player you would sign if money was not an issue? And then we'll hear Manja's answer as well.
Oh, bro. Who do I support? Who does support bots?
Chelsea. Money's
money's not an issue. So money's it's not an issue. Money's not an issue.
So okay. So are you? Which player, I guess, do you want to see next? Then?
I mean, who have we been linked with? We've been linked with Rodrigo. Been linked with Kudus.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't have to be someone you're linked with, innit? This is a dream signing.
I know. I'm just thinking of who we ain't been linked with that I really want right now.
Wow, you've been linked with all your dream signings.
You know what? Go and get me Yamal. Go and get me Yamal, man.
Oh, that's my answer.
That's about it.
Nobody said that.
I thought you was an Mbappe guy, and then.
What makes you think I'm not an Mbappe guy?
No, I just thought you would have.
I'm just keeping in with the project. We're gonna go and sign kids. Go and get the best kids. Yamal's the best kid.
Damn.
Have you not got enough?
Yeah, I can see that.
You can never have enough kids.
Well, that sounds strange, man.
That's getting clipped.
That sounds like a family man would say. Still, I can't lie.
Hey man, take it how you want it.
Yo, Lil Yo, clip that, please.
He ain't here.
Man be running some Michael Jackson Neverland here, bro.
No, but you're right. Nobody thought Lamine Yamal. You know, that's such a great answer.
Hey,
It's a good
and
answer.
what's going on with the Kepa thing? I thought you lot loaned him out. I didn't realize he signed permanently for Bournemouth.
We extended his contract. I think we extended his contract.
You man selling him to Arsenal, yeah? 5 million.
Yeah, Arsenal are the ones linked with him, but to loan him out to Bournemouth because he was on his last season, we had to extend his contract by 1 year.
So is that a 5 million release clause, is it, MN? Because I thought that was a really low fee.
Oh, I get it.
I'm not too sure, but to be honest, I don't mind because we wouldn't.
He's probably on high wages, isn't he? What's his wages like?
It's not like Man United high. It might be like 100k or something like that, but.
Nah.
Do you want to hear the latest Spurs news?
No.
I know a lot of people don't care, but right. So, Ange Postecoglou's departure has angered a number of Tottenham players, with sources claiming that some want to leave the club, and his successor will face a huge task to repair the dressing room. Players like Porro, Son, Romero, and Kulusevski will all be looking to leave.
Go and get Xavi, man. It'll be fine after that.
I take Porro, you know.
I'll take Kulusevski, the other one.
I heard you talking to Poch.
Oh.
Going back to the X, you know.
Is Thomas Frank the favourite to take over?
Yeah, that's the name I've been
Thomas
hearing.
Frank is apparently the favourite to take over. Like, so if Ange was out of his depth because he's only been a manager for 30 years and won 20 odd trophies, right, and now capped it off with Europa League, what the hell are we going to call Thomas Frank? Like drowned, what are we, suffocated underwater? What is this? What are we going to call him? Because he hasn't done much, has he? Two trophies in his year. Like he's won an under-17, which Ange won as well, and he's won an EFL playoff championship playoff with Brentford.
I mean, to be frank, like he hasn't done a big job.
Winning stuff with Celtic is like it doesn't mean much. I'll be so honest. It's a 2-horse race.
Go speak to the Palace manager now.
Yeah, Glasner.
Yeah, Glasner's good. Glasner's good, but I don't think he'll leave because he's got a good project there, and I don't think Steve Parish will be looking to offload, a manager that you got your FA Cup first trophy in 150 years.
And unless they screw him out of it, they should be in Europe. But I know there's a bit of issues there with Texler.
Yeah, that is actually true because of Texter, isn't it? The owner, because he's got more clubs under his name.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking to sell his Palace shares, though, or something.
Yeah, he's looking to sell.
Why would you sell that over Leon shares, though, man? It makes no sense.
Well, Leon's a bigger club.
Leon a bigger club.
No, but the Premier League's worth way more.
Leon is still a bigger club.
Yeah, but as a business,
and you get to be in Europe every year, isn't it? It's easier to compete in the higher echelons in that league than it is in the Prem.
They know. They get paid to know these things, not me.
No, it makes sense.
It's a good question. It's a good question. Why not sell the other one instead of? But then
because Leon other guys.
Also, I think there's a power struggle with Steve Parish, so Texas doesn't have too much.
The only thing is, you're going to get a manager who's not going to get any of his signings. They're just going to be club signings, and you're going to have to.
If you get Thomas Frank, you think Bremo comes to you?
You're yours. You're not going to get. You're not going to get any signings for the manager. They're going to be club signings. They're going to be based off what Levy wants.
What's Bremo? What's Bremo right there? Go get it done.
They ain't getting Bremo, bro.
They're getting Bremo.
Yeah,
If they want to get Bremo, they're getting Bremo.
then they won't get Mbeumo. If he's rejected Arsenal, Newcastle, and
mate, Thomas Frank make the call. You think you're getting Gyökeres because of Amorim?
Brother, if Thomas Frank knew that he might be getting a sort of job, he would have told Mbeumo to wait.
Why do you think the deal's not done? Why do you think
you man are crackers if you think Mbeumo's going to Tottenham, bro?
Why do you think
the deal's not done? View, man. Flexing KG, Tottenham view and that. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually very shocked that he chose us because on paper, when you just look at football projects, I thought Newcastle made a lot of sense for him.
Yeah.
But remember when I said to you, the club's got to sell a hell of a project to whoever they're trying to sign.
Yeah.
Whatever they're like promoting to them in these meetings, these talks, but it better be something fucking more monumental, bro.
For big wages. That's about it.
What, 165k a week?
It's
comparative to everyone else in the league. Newcastle fans are stirring shit 250k a week because they got butter.
250k a week. That's how much you're paying them, mate.
No, we're not.
Yeah, that's how much you're gonna pay.
I wonder how Newcastle journalists and
Newcastle
accounts knew the contract details.
How are you gonna shift Raheem Sterling's 325 a week? Huh?
Oh Lord!
Guess what?
2 years left.
We got links.
How much?
325.
Wow.
325, bro.
Money.
Wow.
Guess what? We got something called Saudi links.
Hey Sterling, run a super chat, man. Run it.
Right. He's literally like robbing you guys. That's how much.
And he's got 2 years left.
Hey man, Arsenal paid
325.
We're not the only ones giving bad contracts.
You're still giving out bad contracts. We're not.
I was actually not expecting Sterling to have such a big fall. Such a big fall from grace.
To be fair, he has won like leagues and that, so we're not. He's
exactly. 325k for Sterling that won how many leagues in a row at City versus an upcoming player like Sancho on 250 or whatever he's on.
He's not really upcoming now.
No, I mean when they signed him, he was upcoming.
Yeah.
And it was a ridiculous contract we gave him at that time.
That's our problem. He's like, yeah, man, sign it.
Those are the Ed Woodward days, right? And John Murtaugh. So
hey, them days ain't over, man.
Just sheer incompetence.
Yeah. Anything could have happened.
And the thing is, that we never under them had a clear plan of what we were trying to achieve. It was just signing. It was just signing like anybody without knowing if they're gonna fit in the team. Like whatever we're doing now, they're clearly trying to buy players to fit what Amorim's trying to do.
Yeah. Like, listen, you can't appease the whole fan base. We might not understand it, but we do in a way, if that makes sense. Because you might not be with the program, because personally, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of the back five, innit? That's not my thing. But obviously, that's the direction we're going in now. So we gotta, fully believe in that style and system and process.
It should. What we saw last season was basically a back five, and I might have included the two midfielders, and there was basically a back seven in it. But what we should be seeing this season coming is a 3-4-3, ideally. Yeah, we shouldn't.
And at some point, we're still gonna have to get. We're gonna have to get better wing backs, man. At some point, we're gonna have to get better wing backs, but that'll probably be next season, I reckon.
I already said that
it's all kind of
long term,
budget dependent.
Long term, Mazraoui shouldn't be at this club. And
I'm a bit annoyed that we missed out on Nouri. Whilst we were there shopping for Cunha, that would have been perfect.
That is
Mazraoui and Dalot ain't right wing backs, innit? And I don't
want the wing backs we have
to be
are rotational options, bro.
I happy keep Mazraoui as a rotational player, but one of them's got to go soon, innit? Out of them two, Dalot and Mazraoui. And I need to see a proper right wing back guy who's gonna be bombing forward and get shots.
The thing with Mazraoui though, he can fill in at right centre back as well. So
yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't want to see makeshift right backs at centre back.
Yeah.
I want proper centre backs who know what they're doing. Yeah, I've seen Mazraoui make clear mistakes this year as well because he's not a natural centre back. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why when people whip the ball across the floor in our box or doing cutbacks, he's partly at fault for some of them as well.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean. Like he's a utility player, but we need proper centre backs to do their job who knows how to read certain situations. A
Mm.
right wing back, a right back does not know how to read a centre back situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even Doggy, man, like I was begging like we signed Kirkins from Bournemouth, but it's like they don't
Yeah,
want to
you
buy
ain't
another
got the facilities
left
for
wing
that.
back. Brother, the guy's gonna go to the Liverpool for about 35, 40 mil as well. So
Wait, didn't they get Frimpong?
yeah, they
Yeah,
got
they got
Frimpong for like
Frimpong for the
35
same
million
price we
euros.
played for Dorgu.
Wow.
Yeah, worked out about
That's
29
how
and a
a
half
real big
million
club moves, man.
total.
Well, the league's over.
Yeah, I'm jealous that we missed out on Frimpong. Was like an obvious choice for me.
Frimpong and Out Nuri, like you could have had
Yeah.
both of them for under 55 million.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, with like we know that Ahmad's most likely going to be playing right wing back. The thing is, yeah, you need two players in this formation. You need two players. You kind of need one who can do the bombing forward thing more than defending, which is Ahmad, and that's against your teams that you're going to basically be dominating. But then when you play against the bigger teams, that's like your Arsenal's, Chelsea's, or City, Liverpool, Tottenham.
No,
You
not
kind of want
Tottenham.
someone, you want kind of someone who can kind of do both, but be more defensively focused a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I don't think. I think in about 2 seasons, I don't think we're going to see Mazarawi and Delo at this club anymore.
Ahmad sucks anyway.
Excuse me.
You shut up,
Did I
Benin.
saw?
And Ahmad
Hey,
is
guys,
not
crap,
fun.
man.
He's only bright spark right now up front on the right side.
Keep on, you know, rubbing his, you know what, about only bright spot. He sucks, man.
Nah, man.
Is that what you do for Anana then?
Nah, mate.
You know what I mean?
That's what I do. That's what I do for.
Nah,
That's what I
you
do for
do that
winners,
for
mate. That's what I
Anana,
do for
bro.
winners. Wait, mate.
Fucking
Anana,
like,
bro.
you're
You do
endless
that for
Hey,
dream,
Anana.
man,
I don't even know who you do
NN's
it
his
for, mate.
agent.
I don't even
Like
know
it's
who
a
you
And
fun,
do it
then
for.
people.
rubs Anana, bro. That's what he's trying to
No.
say.
I'm just trying to elevate my Cameroonians' careers, but you destroyed it. 2
Hit it
seasons
like a
ago, he was
subscribe.
up
You don't know
there
when we're
as
going
one
to
of
end
the
the
best
stream, man. It could end
goalkeepers.
any second.
No, not in any second. You have to hear the truth.
And then is constantly poking the fire like that. And anyway, I want to ask. There's a very good question actually from Stephanie. But before that, Doctor said Son should have left when Kane did. Yeah.
He don't need to leave. They're paying him big bucks because of the South Korea commercial aspect. They got that country on lockdown.
It worked out all right
fans.
for him. Son finally got to lift the trophy, so you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And good for him. Loyalty, you know, like I'm sure other clubs were interested, and he just decided I'm gonna stay, and the loyalty paid off. So, you know, but soon he should be going, right? Because like we haven't seen, you know, Son used to score that solo goal where he just runs through the like
The
players.
Burnley one.
I haven't seen. You haven't seen that goal in like 2 seasons or something. You know,
He's lost pace though, hasn't he? He's got older, but even though like his country backdated his year by his age by a whole year, don't like his body didn't go back to that age gap though. But yeah, he's just there for merchandising reasons, bro. They're not gonna get rid of this guy. Even when his career is over, he'll still be like their ambassador of the club. He'll be making money.
He's a club legend, isn't he? So I can understand that. He should be.
Yeah. Like, you consider him a legend for your club, Chris?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but you know,
would you have a statue of him outside your stadium?
Well, I don't know, but I'm a bit far away to see it, to be honest. But I just think that you got to let go when you have to let go at the right time. It doesn't matter if you're bringing in South Korean money and, you know, tourism and all these things, which is great for any club, but not if it's in detriment to the actual team, right? So we talk about, you know, and a lot of people are critical about Levy and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. But then if you're favouring money over, you know, team performance, well, then you're only in it for the money. You're not in it for the, you know, for title challenging, right?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. You want the money and you don't want the glory, but then you moan when you don't get the glory. It doesn't make sense. I said 2 seasons ago, right at the beginning of the 23-24, which is exactly when Kane left, right, that he should have gone as well, because there were offers from, I think, Saudi for over 100 million or whatever it was, 100 and whatever, got stupid money, right, for a 31 and 32-year-old. And I mean, time, we don't know what time is going to be in the future, but it just proved me right that we should have cashed in. We should have reinvested that money, despite losing potential, Korean money or tourism or publicity, because you've got to do the best for the team, not for the bank account, And I mean, each club is different. Each club has their own, each club has their own targets.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their own time in moment. Moment in time. You've got to do the best for the club. I know Man United, for example, a lot of what I see on Twitter anyway, they wanted Amarin's head, but he's only been there for like 8 months, 7 months. You've got to give him time, and he's a brilliant manager. You brought him in for a reason. He's shown it in Braga. He won a cup with Braga. He did pretty good. Had 2 or 3 seasons, whatever it was, with Sporting Lisbon. He's shown that he appreciates Man U for the time that he was there. Was he there under Mourinho? I think he was doing like his training or whatever it was. So he's got a link to the club, and you just want to kick him out because you end up 14th or 5th, whatever you finished up, 16th, whatever it was. If you give him time, he could win stuff for you. But if you don't give him time, and you only look at the money like we've done, well, then you're never going to advance. You're just going to fill your safe up with loads of money for what? Just for the money's sake. I mean, it's difficult, and I don't know. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
That guy ain't winning nothing, man.
And Chris, it's not 16th, we're 15th, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I did say 14th as well, giving you one more.
15th and proud of it, okay?
15th, we're proud of it.
I wouldn't say proud, but
was city, but not with a capital S, okay?
But here's a question. Here's a question for you. Would any Man U supporter that we've got here in the chat or on the panel, whatever, because I don't have the pleasure of knowing you before. I apologize, but would any of you have taken 17th in the Europa League?
Yes.
They all would have.
What, over 15th? Yeah.
No, I mean over nothing, just 17th like Spurs, 17th in the Europa League.
Yes.
Yeah, would have taken that.
I mean, I'd rather get 17th in the Europa League than 6th and just UCL classification,
and not win anything,
which I get anyway and I've got a trophy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a no-brainer. Yeah, okay, the league has been very, very bad, but you still got something to prove and show for it in another competition.
Surely you'd see it as a blip, right? It only becomes an issue if this continues. But I don't think either of our teams can afford to be in this position again.
Why is that your only 2 options? Why can't you guys, aim for top 4 in a trophy like other big clubs? Or is that not in your possibility?
Was that?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Still can't lie.
With the amount of competition there is in the league now, and then I don't think either of our teams, as low as we finished, can just jump up to top 4.
Yeah.
And then the answer to your question is,
so we don't have the capacity.
Okay.
There is no excuse not to get top 4 next year. That's all I care about these men doing.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about what I want to talk about, but
somebody says, I like easy questions.
That's like a who question.
Oh boy.
The thing with me is, even if you have a great window, like, it still takes players time to gel and acclimatize. So even next season, there could be teething
People were
issues.
talking about Prem proven, bro. You got your Prem proven players. Now go get top 4. No excuses, bro.
Chemistry.
I'm not sitting there another 2 years waiting for the same old excuses. Oh, the need to gel, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
there's an excuse every season, bro. An excuse every season for you.
Had 30 GA this season. He's gonna go to United. It's gonna go to single digits, man. You know how that club works.
Space Jam FC.
Graveyard of talent.
Space Jam FC. If you know, you know.
Sad part is you may be right.
Graveyard of talent, man.
I hope you're wrong.
Hey, boss,
Anyway,
didn't you sin?
I
Hold
just
on,
want
boss.
to
Hold on.
for the World
Boss,
Cup,
didn't
man.
you sin bin me for saying that about last season? Just a graveyard for talent, and you sin bin me for two streams straight.
Well, that's because you're a Man United fan, and you should be,
Well,
Hey,
I'm not
man.
going to like put a roast into glass. I'm not going to separate. I'm going to be
But
realistic.
look
You know
at
what
what
I'm
a
saying?
season does. Look at what a season does. Last season, you guys were what, top
Hey,
8,
boss, how's the Ineos team
winning
going,
FA
man?
Cup.
Is it still cooking, or what's going on?
Well, Ineos, to be fair, they had an all right week, as I said.
Oh, what box? Yeah, Ineos, like.
Oh yeah, he's
I'm not
he's a CEO.
Don't label me that. Don't label me that.
You have
I
footage,
I believe in the.
Are you not Ineos, like?
I'm somebody that's
and then there's
optimistic
footage
about
out
a
there.
rebuild. It's not being an Ineos slag or Ineos disciple or whatever you wanna call it. But
No, you
it's,
can praise them when they deserve the praise, innit? But again, they're only getting the praise for this because they've done a lot more wrong since their time being here than they have right. But
I mean, if
we're not.
if they get us Buemo and Jokeresh and then a wing back.
And Bournemouth's going. If Frank goes to Spurs, and Bournemouth's going to Spurs. You heard it here first.
And hey, boss, didn't I message you that earlier though? I said don't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like how
because of the links, isn't it? Because the links between
and
club and
Bournemouth
player
and Wissa
manager.
at Spurs.
That's the
100 mil.
ultimate
So-
upgrade for our front line. If you do that, there's I mean, who else were they gonna buy?
Hey, wrap up, call in, man. Call in.
You know? Nah. I was not a Ten Hag slag. I'm more of
Yes,
a
you were.
process.
Yeah, man.
You want to put a
You and Joe
timeline and
Blackman.
greatness.
You and Joe Blackman with your timeline.
Is this the same Embrema who's told his team to tell Tottenham, Newcastle, and Arsenal that he don't want to go to them, but
Why
yeah,
don't
he's
you
going to
tell us
go to
about
them
any?
because the manager's
Why don't you
there.
tell us about any Indian international players that you've got coming up? You know, not in cricket.
Why
just in
do
football.
we need to talk about Indian national players?
Why
I
do
just
you
what
want
put
to
that
reason?
for
know
NN, man?
the Indian
That's
national
cinema
team players
still.
that you got. No, it's not. No, it's not. I cannot be hit with racism.
Okay.
I just want to know. I just want to know the upcoming players.
I don't know. I
from the
don't follow the Indian national team, bro.
Why don't you?
Why
Not
do
in
I need
football.
to?
Why don't you?
Oh god.
I didn't know they
Why
had
do
a
I
team, to be
need
fair.
to?
Why don't you? I just want to know why you don't.
Because I don't.
All right.
What is
they're
it? Because I'm
they're
because I'm
Because they're
brown and
absolutely
Indian. I
shite.
should. Yeah, it's just like
Huh?
your country, bro.
What
What's
do you
your
say?
country doing in football?
What do you say?
Whoa.
My country's
This
What's
one
is
your
stuff,
country
though.
won in football
our
lately?
country
My country's
tuning
one
in.
stuff, man.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Chris, the shots are getting fired. There's a question that has been asked by Stephanie, which is a very good question.
Yeah.
Would you take De Zerbi at Spurs?
I answered her in the chat, but I'd say no because there were reports that when he was on the Chelsea manager list, he wanted control or say at least some sort of say to decide incomings and outgoings, and that's the reason why he didn't go to Chelsea. So he went to Marseille, and apparently he's having problems there as well. So for us to get De Zerbi, and he would have his demands, and rightly so. We know what Levy's like. There's no point in him. Whether I like his football or not is irrelevant. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him for that reason because he's not going to get what he wants, and in a year he's going to walk or something's going to kick off like with Conte. So what's the point? I mean, football wise, yeah, but I wouldn't want him because of that reason. He's not going to get what he wants. So and even Mbomo, he's apparently looking for 250,000 a week, right? He's not going to get that at Spurs. So even if Frank is appointed, Spurs are not going to pay him 250 a week unless he comes down to 150 or 170, whatever it may be. Substantially less than that, than what he's reportedly asking for. To sign for Man United. He's not going to come to Spurs. Frank and his twin brother could come and he'd still not sign because we wouldn't pay the money. So
yeah.
Where have the other people gone? Have you kicked them out?
Yeah. I needed they needed to cleanse the space for a second. I know. Welcome, Dog Tide Young Poppy in the building.
Hi guys.
Yo.
Hi guys.
Are you the doctor that works for the NHS?
Yes.
Oh, I made a comment on one of the streams that I think was
Yeah.
weird. I thanked you for your services because my late parents, worked 50 years for the NHS in England. So
That's so cool.
personally, thank you very much for everything you do.
Thank you. Well, currently I'm not working for the NHS.
I was about to say,
Oh well,
Doc.
fuck that. I didn't say anything then, did I? Rub that out. I didn't say anything.
But no, but thank you very much because I
Edit
also
the
have
stream.
family who still works for NHS. So half of my family are nurses. Half of my family are
Doctor's
nurses.
not
So
with the
you know,
NHS because she was stealing the supplies.
Oh
that's
Lord.
you know what? I was about to show. I'm currently at Liverpool Street Station, and I was like, you know what? Let me hop on and and show people the view of like Liverpool Street. This is the most you're getting.
But Doctor transfer to
What a
Arsenal.
crappy
Here we go.
station.
I'm on
Oh
the
wow,
inside.
Doc, we
So.
just seen the reflection of you off the barriers. Nice.
Ooh.
No, we're joking. We're
They're
joking.
joking.
So there's nobody in Liverpool. Is that what we're getting from this?
You're always
I'm
more
in
confident now.
London. It says a London Liverpool Street.
Elliot Pat.
Not
London
Liverpool.
Liverpool Street. It's not Liverpool. Oh
Everybody's
my
walking
god.
alive.
It's midnight
You
here.
can't
Literally.
blame bots, innit? He doesn't know
Uh,
the UK like
right
that.
now, he should know.
London that
'Cause
quiet
I
on a
feel
Friday
like,
night.
yeah,
Huh.
Hey, Doc, that was a great
I
crash
know.
out, by the way, earlier. That was hilarious.
Doctor,
What are you
when
doing
are
in
you
Liverpool
and
Street,
young
Doctor?
Papi doing your forfeits? When are you guys
No,
like
it's definitely happening, guys. I just have to do some live. Oh my god, my boss.
Same.
Hey, Buff, go, Mr. Buff, go.
Dr.
If you live in London and you don't run for your bus, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, your bus. I thought you saw
I
your
mean, he can drive a car, but still, like, you know.
Hey, do you know
young
that the
Papi.
insurance on that thing?
What about you? When are you doing your forfeits, sir?
I would do it by next week. Happy hour, to be fair.
All right.
Obviously,
There
I
you
have
go.
my birthday and all of that. There, nobody works on that birthday, like so.
No, that
But
makes
Yes, nobody.
yes,
No,
but
guys,
yes, by Friday, definitely it will be done.
it's the summer, guys. We're gonna have a great time, eat vindaloo, and
What are these
you
forfeits?
know,
Hold on.
What did she just
Oh,
say?
okay.
So yeah,
Vindaloo's a
let's
bit very,
explain to everybody that doesn't know what we're talking about. Young Papi prematurely announced the signing of, was it Cunha? Yeah, I think it was Cunha, which
I don't
actually
know. It's
now,
sounding a bit Fabrizio-ish now with the remixes now at this point.
right?
I mean, that's not really a forfeit
So
now, is
what's
it?
the
Because it
It
came
forfeit
wasn't
through.
a
for?
forfeit,
I
but
mean,
it
Cunha
wasn't
ended up signing,
coming
right?
through. So
Doesn't
like
count.
he wasn't giving us false information, but at that time it was false.
Yeah, nah, but that doesn't count. I'm sorry, man.
I mean, if the transfer goes through, he was just ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Shall we run a poll to let him off?
Yeah,
Let's run a poll.
young
Well,
Pappy might get off with a technicality, bro.
right?
If he called it earlier,
yeah,
it happened,
get
then
him off.
what's the forfeit about?
He
That
should
ain't a
have
forfeit.
still
That's just a good time.
done his forfeit is 5 shots of rum on
This
stream.
this is like me saying we're definitely signing Bremo and Jokeris, bro. Like it's gonna happen.
Sure,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, yeah, right. If they say here we go, it's gonna be a technicality, like
Oh, speaking of Gyökeres, where's BTG at? Where is he at?
BTG wrote on the stream the day before yesterday, saying, it's in the works. Wait for Gyökeres to Man United. It's already. He said it's done. He said it's done. So
I think he's been playing too much EA 25 and I'm not sure. It's one of the ones.
Nah, bro. I'm at 70% thinking that Jokeris is coming, bro. I'm not
I hope he
sure
is.
you lot aren't. You're not
It won't.
on the bandwagon.
I hope he
He
is,
was
man. I hope he is coming back. I hope he is.
It
Yeah.
won't surprise me if he
Jokeris
actually
is signing for Man
does
City.
come.
yeah. And
And
go ahead.
sorry, boss. I was gonna say I like all the rivals coming out with their conspiracy theories about why Jokeris hasn't gone to no one. Like he's got issues. His agent's got issues. He's a bad egg. He's got no manners. There's like they're making up all these mad rumors about the guy that he's just a Swedish Lukaku. It's funny because the only other 2 players have scored as many goals in a single season like that before are Ronaldo and Messi in their prime, but you know, this man's a bad dick. I couldn't care what issues he's got, man. I'll take him. I don't care if he goes out and shoots down 20 people today. I'm still taking him at United, bro. I don't care what. Like,
every transfer season, you guys get giddy like this. Are you not tired?
You
man,
keep making up your stories, innit?
The views expressed by Av are his and his alone. With Victor Gyökeres, 20 people talking about
and jealous, bro. You can look, you can hear the jealousy in his voice. Man. Look at this guy.
I was supposed to be jealous last season. Last season, guys, I was jealous.
Bro.
When you were getting Euro, when you were getting all these great players, what happened? You came flipping 15th. What do you expect?
You enjoy Liam Delap, bro. You know, teach him how to do some long throws.
Enjoy Hoyland.
Teach him to do some long throws like his old man used to, innit?
Enjoy Hoyland, G-Mug. Enjoy Hoyland, because you're not getting no Gyökeres. You know that.
Hey, Rory Delap was an NBA
don't worry
player,
about
man.
us.
You're not
Don't
getting
worry
no
about
Gyökeres,
us,
mate.
bro. Don't worry.
We'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. I wonder if Delap is gonna be a success at Chelsea. You know, that's one.
I actually don't think he is. I actually don't think he's going to be a success.
Why?
I don't know. You know how Chelsea does. Because
you know what?
we thought Sancho would be one.
Are you on the bus?
Yes.
Are you on the bus?
Yes, I am.
Let Doctor and
Yes, I am.
have their moment, box. Let's lead them to it.
No, she's on the bus.
And then wants to come link you, innit?
Let her finish.
I have headphones on.
In his night.
Send me your details, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I have my headphones on.
Have you had
I'm on the bus, but I have headphones.
Have you had a sufficient amount of eggs today? Because you know when you don't when you don't have them eggs, your mind just starts going blank sometimes, and you start saying stupid stuff like 8 assists for your goalkeeper. That's the kind of stupid stuff that you say when you don't have enough.
I will forever continue saying reckless stuff, and I was defending your country, man. You know, your country.
Yeah.
So don't come to me with that bullshit.
I don't care.
You're saying nah, no loyalty.
Thank you for putting up, Chris. Shout out yourself. Yo,
hi, Chris.
Thanks for having me on, man. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Chris.
Take care, man.
Take care.
Big up.
Always lovely.
Yeah, take care.
Meta Football TV, Spurs supporter and also Barcelona supporter. They don't come often, these Spurs supporters. So yeah.
Who is he supporting in the Champions League next season when they play each other?
Oh,
you and I United fan won't have to worry about that.
Damn.
PSG.
Half and half scarf, innit?
Yeah. Inside he'll be wearing Kulusevski, and then outside Lamine Yamal. That's what he's gonna do. Wow. Jonathan David wants Man United his number one choice all of a sudden, says Rapper.
What's the source?
Trust me, bro.
Mark Ken.
Hot chip.
Yeah, sounds like a Mark Ken kind of.
Yeah.
It's funny because if he ends up coming to you, you're all gonna act like you wanted him, but you're all.
No, for me, Jonathan David is weird because like he's like Vlahovic. There was hype, and then everybody's quiet. Nobody talking about.
I still think Napoli are running the race for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Napoli were there early for Jonathan David.
So, but then now they're quiet. It seems that they'd rather keep Lukaku.
I think they're just gonna work on KDB.
Yeah, it's good.
Who swallowed the whistle?
It's probably Doctor.
Wait, Doctor, isn't it?
I'm on mute. It's not me. It's probably.
All right.
Change.
That's all we need to hear.
Dr. Crash out, chill, man. Dr. Crash out, chill.
Change your fire alarm battery.
Go and take your egg.
Change your fire alarm battery.
No one's trying to hear
Oh, is that NN's fire alarm?
Change your fire alarm battery. Change your fire alarm battery.
Take an egg. My fire alarm's been fixed for months. There's no way you're trying to.
It's probably NN's ankle monitor. Get back in the house.
To be fair, that's true.
That's what we're doing.
The ankle monitor.
Yeah, it's probably you're out of bounds again.
On a black man's channel, we're doing ankle monitor. All right then. I see it though.
That's not. It sounds like a hit. It sounds like
you're a menace on these streets, and you're an asthma.
Nah, honestly though, it's me though. Crickets in the background or a tree frog.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to say crickets.
You know, island lifestyle.
We'll give it an end because it's funny.
But yes, I was gonna allow that. Like I wanted, yeah. You guys continue now, like you know, yeah.
Yo, Luen says, I'd love to see a Canadian at United, meaning Jonathan David.
I rather the other
Alfonso
Davis
Davis.
was there. Yeah, you
Yeah,
feel me? I
pause.
rather Davis.
Doctor sticking it on somebody says H Don and tags making noise. That's NN's tags. Yep. Very funny, very funny. I had another question that just slipped out my mind, because of the ankle monitor comment. Very
This guy,
what was it? It was related to transfers. Wrap up asked this question, saying, "What we're getting signings now, especially in the attack. What's the minimum target for next season?" Ooh,
12. That's your level.
We need to
Top
fix our.
6.
No,
Top 6.
Doctor, calm down.
I'm saying top 6.
Hold on a minute, bots. Hold on a minute. Wait. I agree
You
with
need to tell
Doctor
her to go
here.
and take the egg, man. Go and take the egg. Talking about top 6.
I
You're not that
mean,
level.
nah, you know what? It's 12, 25. I'm not gonna go on a tangent, man. Yeah.
Go on a tangent.
Nah, man.
Top 10 for me.
Top
10 I mean, bots. You praise a certain captain for being the world's best chance creator. Why not top 6?
Because while he's creating chances, the moment we don't have the ball, I'm worried about who is partnering him. One, I'm also worried about who's going to be our right wing back, because Dallo ain't going to cut it for me.
Why are you worried about who is partnering him and not him himself?
Because he's a quality player, bro.
So you're just gonna scapegoat a player in a position that he doesn't need to be in. And you're just gonna scapegoat the guy that fixed him.
It's not about scapegoating. It's realizing that Bruno decided to be a part of the rebuild. So we have to we got to do the best and figure out the next person that plays next to Bruno is complementing him. We know Ugarte is not necessarily the best partner. So,
So what is a perfect archetype to complement Bruno?
Somebody who's a ball carrier, who's also a passing threat. The moment, when Bruno is passing lanes are closed, somebody else's passing lanes open, and we need somebody that's equally dangerous. And that the moment we get somebody that does that and is also very sound defensively, I think then we can start talking the top 8, top 6 Taj.
And how much are you willing to spend on that profile?
Brother, this ain't Brighton, man. What are we doing there, bots?
And then is Lavia available?
No, he's not available. Go do something with your life, man. Go do something with Kobe, man.
I was just wondering if your club.
What's going on with Kobe? Is Kobe is he done?
No, I'm just wondering because I'm just wondering.
I'm just wondering as well. Kobe for like 20 mil if you're not going to use him.
Yeah, put 100. Put 100 in front of that.
20 mil. You're not going to use him. You're not talking about Kobe in starting 11. Might as well give that to us. 20 mil. I mean, he'd like to play Champions League football on a big club, Can't be sitting 15th doing nothing on the bench.
So I have a thing to say. The only way I would agree to top 10 next season is if we win both the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, and then I'll be fine.
We're not doing that.
So
I mean, we've won more trophies than you in the last 5 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
the quality of the trophies that we've won in the last 5 years, no one
cares.
No one cares. And we beat
Keep on parading your Carabao Cups.
How many? No, it's not even Pap. And then, how many finals has United been in the last 5 years? I feel like I'm counting about 5, right?
I think it's.
I'm pretty sure we've been in more than 5.
In the last 5 years, and
I'm pretty sure we've
won.
been in more than 5 in the last 5 years.
Have to be more than 5.
Run it back, please. Run it back, please. Run it back, because I know you're wrong.
What do you want
I
to
remember you lose the final to Leicester, to Liverpool. 2 to Liverpool.
Yeah, 2 to Liverpool. Go on. Arsenal.
Yeah, who else was it?
Arsenal,
imagine losing to Leicester, though, man.
You got the Champions League final, the Super Cup final.
Chelsea have more managers than trophies.
So we've been to more finals than you, and we won more trophies than you. We won more
Please,
trophies
if
than
you've
you.
won
We're
Alright,
more
not lying to
trophies,
alright.
you.
please don't lie to
Come
yourself.
on.
You've won like 3, you've
In
won
the
2
last
or
5
something like
years,
that.
we've won
Yes.
more than 2. We've won more than 2.
What and what and
Europa.
what? Please.
In
Come
the
on,
last 5 years,
stop
we've won the
being
Champions League.
delusional.
We've won.
What are
We've
you
won the
even
Conference
saying
League.
here?
Let him
Huh?
know.
I'm just telling
You
you guys the
have big
truth. If
mouth.
the truth
You
hurts you,
have big mouth for this
listen, if the
bullshit.
truth
You
hurts you,
always come on this channel, yeah,
this is
and you
Hey,
this is just
doc,
a
decide
quick
hey,
Google
to
boxer,
search
do
heal
away.
doctor,
craziness.
man. Heal doctor. Let's go.
This is a quick
Yes.
Google search away.
No, go
Doctor,
fuck yourself.
doctor.
It's after
I
midnight, so
told
I
you,
can say this shit.
you need to take your egg. You need to take your egg because you're not
I
thinking
don't need
rationally
to
here.
do
In the last
anything.
5
You
years,
can go to
we have won
hell.
more than 3 trophies.
What? Name the trophies. Name the
I've already
trophies.
told you, but you're here shouting because the egg is
What?
just the
What?
lack of egg,
What?
the
You
lack of the
haven't
protein of
told
egg
me
is
shit.
not.
You haven't
Do you want
said
to listen?
shit.
Do you want to listen?
Yes.
Do
Okay,
you
go
want to
ahead.
listen?
Tell me.
All right,
Tell
shout
me.
then. Shout and listen.
No, I'm not going to
Shout
shut
and
up. You don't say
shout and
shut up
listen.
like that. I
Shout and
say
listen.
shut up like that. I
Shout and
say
listen.
shut up like that.
Shout and listen.
Go ahead.
Shout and
Go
listen.
to hell.
Shout and
I'm
listen.
not going to
Shout and
shout.
listen.
I'm not going to
Shout
shout.
and listen.
I'm not going to
Shout and
shout.
listen.
I'm not
Shout
going
and
to
listen.
shout.
You're
I'm
gonna
not.
have to. You're gonna
I'm
have to
not.
shout and listen. You're gonna
I'm
have
not
to.
going to have to. I'm
You're
not going
gonna
to
have
have
to.
to.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna
I'm
have
not
to.
going to
You're gonna
have
have to because
to.
it's just not gonna stop. We're just not gonna stop.